Hello, my YouTube friends, and welcome back to the compound. Today I'm going to show you how I layer my raised beds without tilling, which is very exciting because there's less work in doing so. So I'm going to do a little bit of laying in the beds. So what I'm going to do is take off this other tape. And so putting cardboard down is a great weed barrier. So I'm just going to lay it flat in here. So this is the next layer, and this layer I call like the brown layer, right? So these beds here are 3 high, 6 wide. So I'm going to actually put some larger logs in there, and that's going to be my first kind of layer. Is sticks, bigger logs. Move this over a little bit because it blew away. Oh my gosh! Now there's no wind. I swear. So I'm just gonna go around, find some more logs I want to stick in here, and then we'll do what's next of the brown layer. Now I'm gonna throw some more sticks. And what I have, I'm so lucky that I just went over into the little area over on the outskirts of my garden where I'm going to grow my mushrooms and stuff. And I just gathered up as much brown as I could. So this is leaves, smaller sticks, and I'm just going to throw it in there as a good layer. Try to get these rocks out of there. But I mean, you could use rocks. Good for drainage if you want. So if you don't have this, bet you could go. Most cities have a compost where they used to, where we lived before, and that's how I kind of got it started, because you can go and get compost, and I think you can get leaves and stuff too. But hopefully someone you know, if you don't have it, have like leaves and stuff like that. So this is this layer, and then I'll show you what the next layer is. This is the next layer. Grass. Nick just cut the grass for me, so I am going to rake up some green. So it's cardboard, it's brown, it's green. Here we go. Okay, you guys will think I'm crazy, but I did move the beds. And so this is a couple of days later. I have the beds into place where I want them. This is the next layer. So it's dirt. So we had a bunch of dirt piled onto the property. Nick went over with the skid steer and brought some over to me, which was very helpful that I didn't have to take the wheelbarrow back and forth. We had that huge ice storm in Middle Tennessee, and we had so many trees down that we had about 60 trees that we had to cut down and burn. So this is wood ash that we are adding to each bed. Our next layer is compost. And I had to buy bag compost, which I don't like to do because we usually use horse manure as our compost. And in my future beds, I will be doing that. But for now, I bought some compost, and we're going to put a layer of that on top of the dirt and ash. This is going to be the pepper bed. The pepper bed. Yes. So I've got, let's see, what do I have? I have a lot of peppers. We love some peppers. So I've got, let's do our peppers first, and then we're gonna put some herbs around the edges and in the middle. So we've got sweet, these are bell peppers. There, bell pepper. So I'm gonna put my bell pepper on one side and then my hot peppers on the other. I think I've only got like two, yeah, I only have 2 hot peppers. Let's see. So then we have 3, 6. So let's just do this. Let's do 1, 2. I'm gonna stagger them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Perfect. Loving that. So our top layer is hay, and I like to do hay because it locks in moisture, blocks weeds, and really breaks down to keep feeding the soil all season. And it will turn into mulch for when we do a new bed for the following season. And that's my raised beds all done. But you know we're not finished yet with the garden. So Nick's clearing out the middle section right now with the skid steer. And watch for my future video because I will be putting in the trellises, the pathway, and the rest of the layout. So it's a must-see. Subscribe now so you don't miss an episode. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.